Happy Friday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees with WCNC Charlotte. If you're watching this and you're disappointed and you wanted to see Brad Panovich, this is not self-deprecating. It's just the truth. He is at a conference, so you will have me the next few days. But with our NFL schedule changing on NBC, there will be many Fridays where I will be here because he will be working Sunday. So, sorry. But if you love hearing me say crazy things about the weather, then join us every single Friday at 6:30. Let's talk about what's happening right now, because we do have a few storms to track this evening and afternoon, evening, whatever you consider this. Normally, I think of evening after the sun goes down, but again, everybody has a different definition. We are tracking a few isolated to scattered storms that could become strong to severe across the mountains and foothills. Now, later on, it will eventually shift tomorrow into the Charlotte metro. Now, this is a change from what we had earlier. The National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center did not have us under a low risk for severe weather for tomorrow. They've now bumped us up to that yellow category. If we're being completely honest, I don't see a lot of support for widespread severe weather, but I think what they're trying to make sure that we're kind of covered for is there will be more scattered storms. It is a weekend, right? It's a Saturday afternoon, plus there's a lot of activity happening, not just here in Charlotte area, but in the Carolinas in general. App State's at home up in the mountains. They're going to see storms probably around game time. 49ers are at home against UNC, so a huge game. And then, of course, we have Carolina sent at home as well. So I think we're kind of just covering our bases, as any of those storms can always pop up, heavy rain and gusty winds. Even if it's below severe criteria, we've certainly seen some 40 to 50 miles per hour so far today, mainly, at least locally. It's been this cell in particular in Cleveland County. Now, it was previously in Rutherford County. As it moved into Cleveland County, it has weakened substantially, but was producing small hail and some gusty winds around 40 to 50 miles an hour. Now, that all radar indicated, I officially, as of right now, and of course James can correct me if he starts to see something, but haven't seen any storm reports associated with this cell in Cleveland County. If it can hold together, it's approaching Kings Mountain within the next 15 to 30 minutes. Other than that, some light rain on the eastern side there of Watauga County, and that's the only action we have right now. Doesn't mean we're completely dry for the rest of the evening. I'm keeping a 20% chance of rain in to account for increased moisture content as we approach midnight. Again, you can see this green and yellow shading. I think this is overperforming, but yesterday underperformed, so it is something I'm still watching. About a 20% again for the rest of this afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, we're dry and quiet, but like clockwork, we're tracking a cold front, so really warm southwesterly winds. If you look at the bottom left portion of your screen, that will increase our temperatures to near 90. With all of that fuel and the trigger of the cold front will allow for storms to become scattered. Now, again, even if one of these storms that you see here on your screen becomes strong to severe, that technically means, right, that the forecast of a low risk for severe weather verified. Now, we could have 20 strong storms that stay just below severe criteria, and honestly, in this meteorologist's opinion, that's a verification as well, because it is impactful to people who will be out and about. Best chance for the mountains and foothills, late morning, early afternoon. If you're in Charlotte, it's after 2 o'clock. Again, I don't think everybody will see storms, but if you have outdoor plans tomorrow, it's just something we need to keep a close eye on. By 11 o'clock, lots of clouds. Rain will start to taper off, and then Sunday is more of a off and on clouds, maybe a little bit of patchy drizzle, light rain kind of day. I don't anticipate Sunday to be, a high risk for rain or anything. I think it'll just be that light rain, drizzly. Temperatures will be much cooler, partially because of the cold front working its way through, but also because of the clouds. So Sunday is not the picture perfect day that we're expecting to see by Monday, where we see more sunshine and the dew point starts to drop. So here's the hour by hour forecast. If you were heading to Boone for App State, of course, that game kicks off at 3:30. Yes, you will be tracking some storms. Remember, most NCAA NFL stadiums criteria is about 8 to 10 miles for any showers or thunderstorms, so that's that lightning tracker. And again, track it very closely. It's normally based on exactly which university or NFL stadium you're in. UNC, of course, is at Charlotte. This is going to be a big game. Bill Belichick, I know I just had that really weird, James, like a really southern person, even though I am from Atlanta.
I mean,
Bill
I wasn't
Belichick
going to point it out.
He's going to be in town. Well, just like as it came out, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. My family's from Alabama, actually, and so that I feel like that came out. No shade. Love the people. That's where my family's from. Anyway, the Alabama and Georgia came out. Okay, so back to the Charlotte 49ers. Again, they're against UNC Chapel Hill at 7 o'clock. Again, showers and thunderstorms becoming more widespread by the afternoon. Even again, if that does not mean that we see severe storms, they are going to be more active. Dew points right now, feels disgusting outside, but in 48 hours, it is going to be feeling better. That's when we'll start to see that drier air mix in and clouds start to mix out. So lower 90s most likely tomorrow. We did not hit 90 today. We only hit 89, but I do think tomorrow has a better chance of getting into the lower 90s. Could very likely be our last of the year since the average latest is on September 12th. Tropical development, quick update here. We are going to talk more about the tropics with Tim Buckley coming up, but we do still have a high chance of having our next tropical depression or named storm over the next 7 days, but you notice things have changed a bit over the last few days. Here's a quick look at that 7-day forecast. Again, we'll have a lot more coming up here in just a few minutes, but there you go. Lots of action happening tomorrow afternoon, and then much better weather for the first half of next week. We'll be right back after this break.